of trades. I'll preview the big trades of the day. I'm not going to go through all the trades, but we'll preview the big trades of the day. Get your kind of expertise on them, Humble, because I know you do watch NBA. I don't watch as much. I'm kind of starting to, get more into it. Like right after All Star break, I start kind of following, looking at stats and stuff, but
Mhm.
actually watching games, and seeing how these teams start to play. Kind of really for me, it starts kind of All Star game. So, all right, let's start with one here. Memphis Grizzlies trade star forward Jaren Jackson Jr., who's the name of this. Don't really know the other guys to Utah for Walter. I know Kyron Anderson is, Tyler Henners, George Nang, and 3 future first round picks. What I do know is Utah is really effing tall.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
they're
they got
building. They're
six
building over there.
eleven, 2 7-footers, I think. I think Jackson is the shortest one out of the bunch.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So, what do you think about this play? And why did Memphis get rid of a player of caliber of Jaren Jackson Jr. Or is you just couldn't pass up that capital?
Yeah, I think there. I think it's obvious now that Memphis is going into a rebuild,
Okay.
right? So
Yeah.
you trade your best player, Triple J, at the moment. Get him out of there. You bring in some pieces that you don't have to pay no money to, and you start rebuilding, right? You get some picks, which is important. 3 future first round picks. I'm not sure what they've done in the past in their first round at all yet, so they might need some first round picks. So obviously, this is a rebuild. This is actually a bigger sign of saying that looks like Durant's going to be on. I mean Durant, sorry, Morant is going to be on the move too,
They said there
um,
was no trade value for him. They can't get nothing for boy.
which is crazy. I can imagine.
Crazy.
So, but yeah, I'm sure they're trying to do a rebuild, and that's where we're going to be with Memphis. I think a lot of trades that happened today were more. Uh, who
Weren't
cares,
weren't
right?
mover weren't
Yeah, it
needle
wasn't no
movers.
impactful.
Well, I
No
think
Luka
we get to
Doncic.
a couple. I
Ooh,
think the one was
ooh,
impactful. We'll
don't
get
talk
there.
about.
We'll get there.
Okay,
We'll
all
get
right, let's
there.
get
We'll get
there.
there.
Okay.
Vucevic from the Chicago,
Hmm.
always a old Sixer, right? Walking double double. And a second round pick, the Boston Celtics for Simmons and a second round pick. They get some front
All
court
right.
help over
Yep.
in Boston, which they needed.
He'll
Um,
fit
I
right
think
in.
I think I think Vucevic fits right in with Boston.
Fits right in. Yep.
Fits right in, and he's it's almost is Horford still there?
Horford is
Is he
no
still back
Horford.
in? Is
Horford's in
Horford back
Golden
in
State,
Boston?
right?
I thought he came back for a year.
No, I think he's in Golden State because
Yeah, you're
we
right.
just
He is
played.
in Golden State.
We just played him.
He's in Golden State, right? But he
Hmm.
reminds me of Horford. That's what he reminds me. But he's a better scorer.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He can get in. He can get in the paint, do his thing. He's going to be able to be a helpful, be a rim protector for Boston.
Yeah,
It's a good position for them. Anthony
yeah.
Simons seems like he's starting to become a journeyman. Hasn't found a landing spot, but I think Anthony's a good player too. Maybe Chicago, he can kind of rebuild that career like he had in Portland.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
Uh-oh.
Golden State Warriors are trading
The,
Kuminga and
the
Buddy Hield
hair.
to Atlanta Hawks for Porzingis. Porzingis is
Uh,
on his way to Golden State.
I mean,
Jonathan
has Porzingis even
Kuminga
played?
has finally been traded.
Well, I mean, they've been trying to get Kaminga out of there for a while now.
Yeah, they've been trying to get him out of there for a while. Yeah,
And you said it's Kaminga and who else? Buddy
and
Hill.
Buddy Hield
I'm
to Atlanta.
journeyman, right? So then you get Porzingis, which I don't know how impactful it is because I don't know if Porzingis has been playing. So okay,
Yeah,
I thought they were going to try to move Draymond Green to LA, which still can happen.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. Because the trade deadline's tomorrow, right? 3.
Thursday, yes.
Yeah, the 3.
Yeah, I think you'll get some of the bigger names tomorrow coming out.
Oh, you talking about big names? I mean, your guy, right? James on the move again, trying to chase that ring.
That's
And it's funny because I heard somebody say, "Great that James Harden went to Cleveland," because that means Cleveland ain't winning shit.
what it means.
That's what it means. James Harden has been traded from the Clippers, going to Cleveland for Garland in a second round swap. Um, James Harden's having actually a better, decent year,
Hmm.
but we all know here well in Philadelphia, and everybody wherever he's been, just disappears in the offs. Just disappears in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Never. never fails. Um, it's its curse. Still a Hall of Famer, but I don't know if going to Cleveland's going to get him over the hump. It could. Him and Spider might be interesting, I guess. I know Lorenzo Ball got traded as well, so now you don't got two guys who are ball dominant, really can't shoot and just pass. Even though Harden can shoot, but he can go cold at times too. But yeah, I don't know, man. Does this make Cleveland a powerhouse, or you know, is the Harden curse just going to follow him and he won't get anywhere past the Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, James
Because
is
what are
a
they, fourth? I think I checked. They're somewhere right there.
James is a very interesting. He's had a very interesting career, and like you said, he just seems like he got bit by the championship bug. I don't know, just can't get over the hump. But he also has an attitude where he kind of quits on his team, quits on his wherever he goes, he leaves. Like you said, he was having a good year with LA. They gave him an extension, and then he just didn't come to work. He went to his Arizona State basketball game. He was supposed to be working.
Yeah,
Like, what the hell? And he's traded the next day. So he finds a way to get to leave and gets forced out or get out however he wants to get done. But I don't think it makes a difference there in Cleveland. I'm not sure if Cleveland's done either. So that's and if I was Cleveland, I probably wouldn't have got rid of Darius Garland in this at this moment for this pick here. But I think the Clippers they come up. I think you get a good team player in Darius Garland. He gets to open up his wings a little bit more with
Kawhi.
with Kawhi, right? Because Kawhi is more like the quiet guy, and Darius is kind of quiet too. But I
Yeah,
think Darius can kind of get going a little bit more with that help of Kawhi. So
they're currently. I was wrong. They're currently fifth, but they're only
mm,
one game out of fourth.
yeah,
So
this is again, like I said, this is how I look at the trade so far.
yeah, I mean he's a name.
Now, what I will say, credit to James Harden, what he did to help our Tyrese Maxey
Oh yeah,
is second to none. The
for sure.
impact that James Harden has had on Tyrese Maxey has now catapulted Tyrese Maxey being one of the best in the league, and why he is a All Star starter.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I I wish it didn't go south as much as it did. I mean, where Maxi is right now, if Harden was still on this team, I don't know if Maxi would be where he is right now. But at the same time, he might be because we saw a glimpse of them without Embiid, and I think
Mhm.
they both went for 40 or something
Yeah,
in
they were
that
doing their
game. Was that
best.
game
Yeah,
one in
hmm
Boston
he
where
learned a
they both?
lot.
Yeah, they went both. They could we could have been guard dominant right at that. I mean, we are kind of at the point, until I mean, Embiid does look good, right? He does look like he's almost in MVP
Indeed.
form.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But before he was there, it was the VJ Maxi show, which was we were guard
hmm
dominant in terms of scoring. So,
And don't
uh,
forget,
yeah,
Embiid got his MVP while who was there?
yes, he doesn't get an MVP without James Harden.
There
Absolutely
it
not.
is. Yep. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
absolutely
James,
not.
now I don't want to shit on James all the time, but and we're not talking about how great of a career he's had individually as far as accolades,
Yeah,
but he just can't get over the hump for some reason. He gets into these.
yeah. I don't. Yeah, I don't know what it is. And he had. I think.
I mean, he's had multiple
I
times.
think what in Houston he was up 3-2. I think
Oh,
as well.
Houston, he had Dwight Howard. He had it in OKC. They were
Yeah,
up
see, but
there.
Houston was different. I think Houston it was just him. Like
It was
here he
Dwight
had
Howard. What you mean? That was a crazy team.
that wasn't Orlando Dwight Howard though.
Yes, it was. Man, I used to love playing with Houston especially in the game.
No,
Anyway,
no.
we can look at the numbers. We can look
Yeah,
and
we
see
can look
what
at the number. I don't
let's
know.
look at what Dwight
I don't
Howard
think that
did
was
in Houston.
Orlando Dwight Howard. You know what I mean? But yeah, to your point, having Boston dead to rights 3-2. I think
Mhm.
game five they were up in the fourth quarter. I know it's a lot of time left, especially in basketball terms, but they had a shot, and then everybody laid an egg in game seven, right? Everybody laid an
Mhm.
egg. So it wasn't just him to score 7 points. I don't think Embiid did shit either. So everybody laid an egg. All right. And then this one I think is interesting. You said it wasn't no mover and shakers. I know he's missed the glass, but somehow the Wizards got Trey Young and Anthony Davis together, in Washington. and probably can add a third within a year or so. Which is, I find really interesting how fast that team has just shifted completely. Shed a lot of, expiring contracts. I think Anthony can sign a max. Out there, he might stick around for Washington. I don't know, but um, yeah, this was a massive trade too. No, Mr. Glass ain't doing it for you. Oh, okay, all
Yeah, we talking about Anthony Davis.
right. Yeah, I'm not a big Anthony
That they
Davis
traded
fan,
Luka
but
Doncic for out of Dallas and gets shipped the next year, less than a year later.
yeah,
Like, come on, AD. He has 39 different injuries on
it's so weird.
every situational injury you can imagine. He's not going to last in Washington, and that's that. He just it's time to retire. You
Oh
did the
wow,
best you can
retired.
do. What I mean, he doesn't play. The man doesn't play.
Yeah,
You know, you just got like you don't play,
yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
and he's going to Washington. Like
Yeah,
who thinks about Washington? We
we
haven't.
got
To tell you the
we
truth,
got him
we
and
haven't talked
Trey
about
might be okay. Trey never played
we
with nobody
haven't
like
talked
him.
about Washington Wizards since John Wall, and before then since Jordan. There's only
Right.
two moments in 25 years that we've talked about the Washington Wizards. Oh, let's talk about Gilbert Arenas, right? Like you had three moments in time where Washington Wizards was somewhat relevant.
Yeah.
Gilbert, Michael Jordan,
Well, they
John
suck
Wall
with
for a hot
Mike.
second.
Mike was just a name.
There we go.
Yeah. Gilbert, I think Gilbert had
They
them
went
as
to
a
the playoffs.
50-win
Yep.
team one time,
Mm-hmm.
if I'm not mistaken.
So we had my man come in
Agent
with the
Zero.
gun in the locker room.
Yeah, he's a nut. He's a nut. And then one that's impactful to us at home. And I actually like this trade. I like the player, Sassy Jarrett. But I mean, you got 4 picks for him, and he rides the bench. I mean, I think OKC got a great player, another guard, but he's a great player, um, and I think he would be a starter, and I think he can give you 15 and 20 a night. But I mean, to get a first round pick and 3 second round picks for him, for somebody who can't break your rotation. I know he's hurt, but he's not breaking the rotation. I think that's great value. I really do. I think that's great value. And then I think, was it they own the Clippers pick or something like that too?
I thought it was OKC. Oh, who? Philadelphia?
Yeah.
Is
Don't
it?
we own like one of
We
the
almost
Clippers
somebody
pick?
else's. We do have. I thought it was OKC's, but we do have another pick somewhere.
Yeah. Right.
I don't know
So
if it was the Clippers.
a lot of people are speculating that they're getting, draft capital, I guess, to really swing for the fences for um
Giannis.
Giannis. I don't know. How does Giannis and Embiid work? Or you just say F it, we'll just make it work. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I mean the athlete that Giannis is and can stretch the floor and attack the rim. I mean,
Yeah, but I
listen,
just feel like it's just so crowded with them in the
but
paint.
but to be honest with you, I mean, Embiid doesn't play in the paint, so it don't
Yeah,
matter.
that's true.
So it just gives Embiid the green light to stay out the paint because he ain't got to do it no more.
Right.
I mean, listen. Dancing. I call him Dancing Caleb. Dancing Caleb. I thought he's a good young player.
Oh,
You
for
hate to get
sure.
rid of talent like that. Unfortunately, he had an
Yeah.
injury that kind of walked in an opportunity for another player named VJ Edgecombe. That's
No,
kind
it
of
was
taken.
Grimes, right? Grimes took his spot.
Grimes, well, it's VJ, but Grimes is around. So VJ, he can't get past Grimes either.
Which I
So,
don't understand. I feel like he's a better player than Grimes.
well, you do?
I do.
I don't, I don't know.
I do.
I mean, I think Jared's still coming getting
Because
off
he's a better
injury.
shooter than Grimes.
Is he?
I think so, for sure.
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't think so?
Yeah, I think
I
I
think
think
he's a pure shooter. Like he's
I
a pure
think
shooter.
Jared has it will be a good player.
Yeah.
I don't. I think he will help OKC. I think his ceiling is a role player. I think his
Oh, okay.
ceiling potentially maybe a role
Well, on
player.
that team, he
to a
definitely a
sixth
role
man.
player.
I think on any team. Unless he's going to go to like a Washington or Portland or something like that. I think
Right.
you get him
Right.
onto a contender. He's a role player, and he's a good role player, a good 6 man, right?
No,
Somebody
he's a
can get
great
you
6 man.
that can get you some
He
points off
could
the
win
bench.
6 man of the year
He
almost.
could, and I think that's the
Yeah,
word. I think that's his peak. 'Cause I
yeah,
just think he's a little undersized.
yeah. But he
Um,
plays good defense.
okay, yeah,
That's what I'm saying. I think he's a good player. I don't.
I think he's a good player
Yeah,
too.
I think he's a really good player. He's a first round pick too. He was our first round
But
pick,
he's
right?
not better than VJ,
No, he's not better than
and
BJ. I didn't say that. Yeah,
and and that's the problem. VJ's young. He's where he's going to come in at,
yeah,
you know.
yeah,
And Quentin Grimes can knock down a bucket. He's aggressive to the hole. So
yeah. I mean, everybody hyped by that dunk he did. That's why.
who had a dunk?
Grimes, that dunk he did
Uh,
last game.
I missed it. I didn't see it.
But yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you. But you got great value. You got a first round pick and,
For
and
sure,
three second round
for
picks. So
sure.
I can't be mad at them for
And
making
he'll
that.
fit right into OKC with that core group of characters there in
Yeah,
OKC. They're all little eccentric style guys down there. He'll fit right in, man. OKC is
yeah,
a good spot for him.
for sure, for sure. All right, let's